What's good, everyone? It's Phenom. Today I'm bringing you guys a new series of mine where I go over every single gun in the game and show you guys my recommended proficiencies, attachments, and perks to go along with the gun. And I'm also going to show you guys some in-game highlights to kind of emphasize certain scenarios and give you guys a better idea of what to expect from the gun with certain attachments and proficiency. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I will go over every single gun in this game, and the first gun that I'm going to be going over today is the PP9 OM1. Now, what's funny about the PP9 is that it's probably one of the most used submachine guns in this game, and the PM9 actually has very similar stats. It has every single stat exactly the same, except it even has a little bit higher rate of fire, which is actually kind of weird. And I think it's safe to say that I rarely see anyone ever using the PM9. I don't really dislike it that much, but I really do enjoy using the PP9. This gun, like I said, you will find this everywhere. A lot of people enjoy using it, and I can't say that I really blame them. Some proficiencies that I would recommend are attachments. This is probably my favorite proficiency to use on this gun. When I use attachments, I like to put extended mags on it and rapid fire. Now, I know that may not make a lot of sense to you guys because it already has a really high rate of fire, but putting rapid fire on it pretty much ensures that I'm going to win every single gun battle from close quarter range. And trust me, guys, this gun already has an extremely high rate of fire, but rapid fire just makes it absolutely nasty. It really does. And with extended mags slapped on it, you really don't have to reload that often. I think it's safe to say that regardless of what proficiency you use on it, extended mags, in my opinion, is a necessity. Now, as far as hammer scope, holographic sight, ACOG, and red dot go, I really wouldn't recommend wasting an attachment on this gun because the iron sights on the PP9 are already pretty good. It's safe to say that they're really not that awkward. Some iron sights in this game are like really awkward and very hard to use at times. M60, for example. But I would not say that the iron sight on the PP9 is that bad. So putting extended mags on it is just really safe. It's really nice to have, just because in case your aim may not be that good and you tend to waste a lot of bullets with this gun, you don't always have to worry about reloading every 2 seconds, because an extended mags adds that additional clip, I guess. So I would really recommend using extended mags on this weapon. Rapid fire, that's more of a personal preference for me. As far as the proficiencies go, now attachments, like I said, is my go-to proficiency, but some other options are kick and range. Now, I wouldn't always recommend using range because submachine guns are notorious for having terrible range, and the PP9 is no exception. This gun is not good when you start getting in longer range battles, and I really don't believe that range really does that much, so I wouldn't recommend jumping straight to range. Try it out, see if it works for you, but I wouldn't really rely on it. The same thing goes for kick. Although the accuracy appears to be pretty low on this gun, I personally believe that the recoil isn't too bad on this gun, and for me it's pretty easy to control. The only time where recoil starts becoming a problem is when you start trying to mow people down from across the map, and like I said, the gun is already ineffective from that far range, so kick really doesn't do that much. As far as stability, melee, and focus go, that's pretty much up to you guys if you want to use it. That's more of a personal preference. I can't recommend that this will work for you every single time because it's kind of up to your play style, but yeah, those are the proficiencies that I would recommend, and the reasons why. So those are the attachments. And I also forgot to mention an attachment that I think people are sleeping on in this game, and that is thermal. Yes, thermal. And I'm going to show you guys some pretty nice clips of where I did very well using thermal, and I'm going to explain to you guys why. In this game, Modern Warfare 3, they actually made thermal pretty nice. It's really not as bad as it was in Modern Warfare 2. Thermal was really only used on snipers in Modern Warfare 2, and in this game, thermal is actually really nice on other weapons. weapons, and the last thing you would ever expect thermal to be on is a submachine gun, but I can guarantee to you guys that it is actually pretty fun to use. Now, I don't recommend it if you're like a super tryhard, but if you're looking for something new and looking to try something fun, thermal is definitely the way to go. Thermal, what's nice about thermal on the PP9, and I'm not sure if this is all guns or just this weapon in particular, but I don't need quick draw to be able to scope in quickly. When I'm using my specialist package and I don't have quick draw yet, I can still scope in very quickly, and with steady aim, all that I really have to do when I see an enemy is to start firing and then aim in as I'm firing, and that can pretty much ensure that wherever I'm shooting, it's going to the bullets are going to go there, and it's just a very fun attachment to use, and I think it's an attachment that not everyone really would ever think. But I'm going to show you guys some clips right after I go over the perks where I do some pretty good work with the thermal. So those are the attachments and proficiencies that I would recommend. The perks that I would recommend as well would be sleight of hand, hardline, and steady aim. Now this is only if you're really using the specialist strike package. Once you get the specialist strike package, I would recommend having assassin first and then move into scavenger. Now, assassin is just one of those things that makes everyone's life more convenient, and then scavenger is one of those perks that I would rather have sooner rather than later. If you wait till 5 or 6 kills or 7 or 8 kills, excuse me, to get these to get scavenger, then you run the risk of running out of ammo. Now if you get it 3 or 4 kills in, you're at that point in time, at least for me, I'm starting to run low on ammo, and it would really be nice to have scavenger at my disposal. So that's why I have it there. And then quick draw at the end, that's pretty much just I don't know, it's just nice to have towards the end there. You can really use anything for that matter at that point. So yeah, hardline is just what I use. You can really use anything, no perk in particular other than quick draw really help the PP9 too much more. Sleight of hand, in my opinion, is probably the best best perk to use with this weapon. Just makes everything easier when you're running around with a submachine gun. Sleight of hand is always nice to have, and then steady aim. Now, I'm not going to say that steady aim is a necessity because it's not, but it is extremely nice to have. I'm going to show you guys how deadly the PP9 is when you are hip firing. Any submachine gun really is deadly when hip firing, but with rapid fire, extended mag, steady aim, this gun is absolutely lethal to say the least. So I would really recommend using steady aim. That's just really nice. And then when you're running around, to have steady aim pro, the weapon aims faster after sprinting, so it's just overall a very nice setup to have. So those are my tips. Now I'm gonna go into some in-game clips to show you guys on what I'm talking about with the guns. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. Okay, so here we have the PP9 with the thermal attachment. Keep in mind this is with range, so range, as you can see, does help out a little bit. Overall, the gun is pretty accurate. Once you start getting from a farther range, the range proficiency doesn't always do a whole heck of a lot, but as you can see here, the gun for the most part is pretty accurate, and as you could probably tell, scoping in with thermal, even without quick draw, does happen pretty quickly. But it does have its downsides though. Even with the range proficiency, it still can take a lot of hit markers, as you can see there, to kill someone from a reasonable range. So yeah, now moving on to the rapid fire extended mags combination with steady aim. Steady aim I would definitely consider a must. I mean, it's not really a necessity, but I consider it a must just because it helps you out so much, and it's just so fun and easy to use. It kind of seems like a no-brainer, and I'm going to show you guys the precision of steady aim with it as well. So yeah, I mean, just running through, spraying multiple enemies, not having to reload, people trying to shoot you from behind with the FMG9s, and you know, when you win a gun battle against someone with the FMG9 akimbos, and then take out 2 more enemies camping in corners and trying to creep up on you from behind, that's when you know you have a successful weapon. As you can see there, very precise, 2 headshots with steady aim, no questioning the precision. I really do find myself just hip firing 90% of the time because that's how effective it is. So yeah, video is wrapping up, guys. Please let me know what you thought of this, and please in the comments below let me know what gun you would like me to analyze next, and make sure to share this with your friends and family. Hope you guys enjoy this. I'm out of here. Take care.